Shauna. Special thanks to Tailor Brands for sponsoring this video. From setting attainable goals to even getting your first client or making your first sale, today I want to talk about tips that will help you as an entrepreneur achieve your business goals. So today's video is about things successful businesses do to get consistent results. So the first thing I want to focus on is focus. That is my first main tip. Focus on what's important, not so much what is urgent. The reason why I say this is because new business owners tend to focus on stuff that hits them unexpectedly. Like, oh, I have to hurry up and get this done. Oh, I have to get this done. Instead of focusing on the overall theme of the business. When I say that, think of it like this. A big problem is that business owners, specifically new business owners, tend to react to problems versus solving the problem before it even happens. For instance, say you have a shop, there's a pen that you sell in that shop. It's actually pretty popular. It sells pretty nicely in your shop. And then all of a sudden, boom, it sells out and you're like, oh snap, now I need to hurry and order more of these pens because orders are still coming in. Instead of being like, well, I see that this item sells pretty fast on my site. Let me go ahead and order these ahead of time. You feel me? So you're like, I'm trying to put out this fire instead of preventing the fire from ever happening. You get it? So focus on the details. If you focus on enough details, then you don't have to worry about the unexpected as much down the line. Have all your ducks in the row is basically what I'm trying to say. 2, define your brand. Like I said, this is about maintaining consistency. For instance, as a creative entrepreneur, it's understandable that sometimes you get bored with your look, the same old elements of your store, your website. It's okay to reinvent your brand, but don't always be reinventing your brand, like re-updating, re-changing, because consistency is a crucial part of your visual brand. So constantly changing your business cards or your websites, colors, fonts, images, it can throw a lot of people off. It can also make your brand seem unprofessional and even untrustworthy. So that's why this brings me to today's sponsor, Tailor Brands. Are you ready to start your professional looking website that stands out from all others on day one? Then you want to go with Tailor Brands. With plans starting at $8.99 a month, Tailor Brands can help you create a logo, snag your domain name, build a website, design digital business cards. And if you want merch or want to register your LLC, then they've got you covered there too. So what are you waiting for? With no coding or design skills needed, you can launch your business, your brand today in a matter of minutes with Tailor Brands. Click the link in the description box below and use my coupon code ShaunaSagaji for 40% off. If you study like very successful brands throughout the world, you realize that they're highly consistent both in like strategy and implication. And they make very few changes far in between. So I'm gonna give you an example. Wouldn't it be weird if all of a sudden, like McDonald's, that yellow M in McDonald's, all of a sudden they're like, yeah, we're gonna change it to green. You'd be like, a green M for McDonald's? That would throw a lot of people off, and it would just like change the overall vibe and brand. If all of a sudden the McDonald's sign doesn't look like this anymore, but looks like this, it would just completely throw you off. And that's what I'm saying for you. With your brand, you shouldn't always change it around. When people look at your brand or see your business, they're like, oh yeah, I know who they are. You don't want to then all start switching and be like, well, who is that? Stay consistent. Once you pick a look, a theme, a vibe, you need to stick with it. That's why it's so important to get a professional looking logo, a professional looking theme, because that way down the line, you're like, I don't want it to start off looking all cheap and ratchet and then later down the line I change it, because by then you've built people up on your brand looking like this, your logo looking like this, your website looking like that, and then you change it all of a sudden, they're like, well, who is this people? My next tip is when you make a plan, you need to see it through, because let's be honest, if you do not commit to a specific plan of action, then you put yourself in danger of wasting your time, wasting your money, wasting results, and in the end you'll lose money, you'll lose opportunities, and worst case scenario, you might even lose your business, go out of business. I mean, it's that serious. A lot of times, like if you were to change your plan too early, you can end up racking up costs without receiving any benefit. And if you choose to, you know, make plans too late, then you don't have enough time to even follow up or follow through, and then in the end everything just falls apart. And then you already know when things don't go how you want it to go, you end up just feeling discouraged, which leads you to even start to second guess, like, am I doing the right thing? Is this business for me? And why am I even doing this? It's all about following through. When you make a plan of action. A startup or small business cannot afford you to make terrible financial decisions at the beginning, or really any time. Inconsistent financial actions can really sink or tank your business, like we all know. Like, it's really hard to even, if you're starting business, a lot of time you got to come up with the money to start the business. You finally get the capital to even start your business, and then you're already like losing money even before you even really start or take off. It's a giant waste. That's where the saying time is money comes in. If you got a 9 to 5, you go to work, you clock in the hours, you're going to get paid. You don't just go to work and then don't get paid. As an entrepreneur, you can clock in the hours and then still don't get paid because you're not actually doing anything to benefit your business or grow your business. That's why I say, as an entrepreneur, I say one thing that could help get new business owners into that mindset of how to, because it's really easy as your own boss to, you know, slack, basically. Like, oh, I don't have no one to answer. I'll do it when I get ready, or I'll do it when I got a little time on the side, or da-da-da-da. I say, until you like truly in your game, treat your business like it's a 9 to 5. Like, your hours may be different. Like, say your business don't operate until like later in the day or whatever, but still treat it like, I'm gonna put in X amount of hours no matter what. I'm gonna put in 8 hours a day on my own clock, even though I don't have to clock in, but I'm going to put in this amount of time. So I'm gonna treat this as if I gotta go to work. Yeah, I'm on my boss, but I'm gonna be my own boss. Shauna, at this time, you need to get up. At 9 o'clock in the morning, you need to be up, ready, out there, hitting assignments, or going over here, making us appointments, or doing this. And then like at 5, if you want to call it quits, cool, call it quits. But you're gonna start at this time and you're gonna finish this time no matter what. But come 5 o'clock, you can be done. You put in the hours. Or if you want to, you know, keep going on and pressing, keep going on. But for the most part, until you really solid and confident and doing what you need to do to make your business be where you want it to be by this date or by this time, from this hour, you are focused only on this task. So that's the kind of mindset I want you guys to have, especially in the business owner. Hustle is important. Hustle is important because it can be hard. I gotta say, it can be hard. Which brings me to the next thing, holding yourself accountable. You need to hold yourself accountable, but that doesn't mean you have to hold yourself accountable without help. I don't care if you even means hiring somebody. You might have the finances to hire an assistant to be like, hi, so your appointment is here, the project is due at this time. You know what, you get what I'm saying? Like, even if it's like your kids, hey, I don't have any kids, but if you had kids, like, hey, little junior, come sit over here with me and help mommy through, that sounds weird coming out of my mouth. Help mommy through this here. I gotta study for my next appointment. Help me read through these cards and tell me what you think, or something like that. You know, get your mom on the phone, or your sister on the phone, or your uncle, or something. Like, hold yourself accountable. Okay, I'm going to get this through. And then maybe even set penalties for yourself. Like, yo, if I don't do this now, within that little dessert that I was planning to eat this afternoon, I don't get it. Or that little vacation I want to take at the end of the month, I'm not going, because my business isn't where I need it to be. So why would I go off and have fun knowing that my finances ain't where I want them to be? My business ain't where I want them to be. Why would I reward myself for not doing good? You get me? So then last is analysis, or analyze the results of your efforts. For instance, say, like I said, I decide, okay, I'm gonna put in these hours from 9 in the morning to 5 in the afternoon, treat it like a 9 to 5, but it's my own business. I want to see, okay, for an entire 2 weeks, I'm gonna focus on my business like that, right? Now, compare that to like before, when I got to it when I got to it. Like, how is my business progressing? Are my sales increased? Are my clients increased? Did my revenue change at any point? Or then like, okay, I can see the difference. Now, say if I decided to add a few more hours for the next 2 weeks, like add instead of from 9 to 5, I'm gonna add a few more hours, 9 to 6. Or instead of 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, maybe I'll add 9 to 5 Monday through Saturday. Add an extra day to my business, focus more. How does that change the results of my business? Does it not change at all? So it's no point in putting that extra work? Or did I realize, okay, I'm bringing more business this way? Or no, that doesn't help at all? Or, oh yeah, I'm seeing improvements here, but it doesn't change this part. It's just like, you need to be able to adapt, grow, and change. That's, nowadays, you have to be able to evolve. Otherwise, it's so easy to get lost or just forgotten. Those are my 5 tips. Like I said, focus on the details. Stay consistent with your business, your brand. When you make a plan, follow through, hold yourself accountable, and then to analyze or compare any results of actions you take or changes you do within your business. So yeah, that's end of the video. I want to thank you guys for watching, and don't forget to check out Tailor Brands with the link in the description box below to get your 40% off Tailor Brands. I'm telling you guys, it's really nice how you can go there, create your logo, your website, create it all in one spot. You don't have to, okay, I need to find somebody to do this. I need to find some, no, it's all in one spot. You can get your 40% off and using my coupon, Shauna Shagaji, YT, and I believe that's the end of this video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in another video. Bye. That's not right. Special thanks to Tailor Brands for sponsoring this video.